I'm a failure as a woman. My men expect so much of me because the image they have made of me and that I have made of myself as a sex symbol. They expect bells to ring and whistles to whistle. But my anatomy is the same as any other woman's, and I can't live up to it. Stated by Marilyn Monroe, one of the brightest stars in Hollywood movies. Born as Norma Jean Mortensen in June 1st, 1926, she was an American actress, model, and singer. She was most famous for playing blonde bombshell characters and became one of the most popular sex symbols of the 1950s to early 1960s. Here are some interesting pictures of Marilyn Monroe, which tells us how colorful her black and white life was. But before we go further, please subscribe if you haven't yet and hit the like button if you like this video. Infant Monroe, held by her mom Gladys Baker in 1926. Baker was a patient of paranoid schizophrenia. She would be in and out of hospitals for most of her life. Her first portrait when she was only 6 months old in 1927. Two years old Marilyn Monroe in 1928. Three years old Monroe spending time on the beach with her mom. That iconic smile, even when she was 5 years old. The year was 1931. Playing with dogs. She loved dogs. Her portrait in 1940 when she was a teenager. Boating with two of her friends. Monroe spending time with family members at a restaurant in 1942. Got married at age 16. Her first husband was a merchant marine named Jimmy Doherty. The marriage lasted for 4 years. One of her very first photo shoots taken by David Conover, who discovered Monroe in mid-1944 at the Radio Plant Company. As you can see, she had curly red hair. Later, she straightened her hair and dyed it blonde. By 1947, she was starting her film career and adopted her new stage name after a popular first name of the time and her mother's maiden name, Monroe. 21 years old Marilyn Monroe in a bikini. Rehearsing. Monroe applying makeup. Monroe before her first movie appearance. In 1949, Monroe posed without any clothes on for photographer Tom Kelley in exchange for only $50 to pay her bills and a car payment. Serious Monroe at an audition. First edition of Playboy magazine's Sweetheart of the Month, the predecessor to Playmate. Marilyn Monroe didn't actually pose for the first issue of Playboy, even she never met Hugh Hefner. Robert Wagner with Marilyn Monroe on his lap during a test scene for Let's Make It Legal. Talking with her acting coach on set. Marilyn Monroe at the premiere of How to Marry a Millionaire. leaving her hand and footprints in cement at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles. Signing autographs for a young boy at the Grauman's event. Attending a party. Marrying for the second time in 1954. Her second husband, Joe DiMaggio, was an American baseball center fielder. Later that year, the couple took divorce. Marilyn Monroe visited US troops in Korea during the Korean War. Holding her little dog, Muff. Celebrating her 30th birthday. Monroe's third wedding with Arthur Miller in June 1956. Marilyn Monroe met the Queen Elizabeth at the London premiere of the Battle of River Plate in Leicester Square on October 29, 1956. Marilyn with Miller's parents in Connecticut. At a press conference, during the shooting of Misfits, it was Marilyn's last completed film. There are rumors about Marilyn Monroe and President John F. Kennedy's secret affair. Singing to the President Kennedy for his 45th birthday. On August 5, 1962, Marilyn Monroe died in her Los Angeles home. Empty pill bottles were found in her bedroom. Front page of New York Mirror on August 6, 1962. Despite her complicated past, Marilyn has stayed a beloved symbol of beauty and style icon around the world. And that's all for today. I'm Tanvir, signing out. Take care.